Well, personally, I think I gotta agree with you. I think the snake water last is a whole bunch of doo doo caca doo doo poo poo. I hate this. I hate this last. I
Mm-hmm.
really, really do. It makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's not that terrible, but compared to some other lasts like Process, Sunshine, compared to these other lasts that are just so much more straightforward, so much more simple, Snake Water just man, I am not the biggest fan of it. But I do like every other part of the map, so it does make me a little sad to not see it in the current RGL season's map pool, but it was time that something fresh happened. I mean, we've got Granary and Reckoner
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
pool. Can you believe this? I mean, like Granary and Reckoner in the same pool in the same season, no snake water. I mean, this is a very interesting map pool that has been crafted up by the admins, and I think it's a good thing, honestly, that some of these maps that are kind of stale, that are solved, that are kind of old, been played to death. I think I think it's a good thing. I think, like I said, it's a little refreshing.
It's definitely Tom. It's definitely one of those times where we get to a point to where, how would I phrase it? When it comes to Snakewater, it's kind of one of those maps in the sense to where it feels very, very. It's a map that kind of feels very stalemate heavy a lot of the times. Like you think of like stalemate heavy maps, you think of like this map, you think of like pushing Metalwork Slash, you think of Process, for example, because oh my goodness, we could talk about Process all freaking day. But when it comes to this map and when it comes to stalemates, the 2 points that are probably the worst is absolutely Snake. That's just going to be the case. Last point Snake is definitely the worst, but even pushing in the second, it's like a snooze fest. You got to send a sack through window. It don't work. You got to try to work something through Saw. Oh, you think you can work something through Saw? Nah, player. Just kidding. Those soldiers double bombed you at Saw, and no one called that, and now you just got to eat it. Got to eat all these rockets and explode. If you're really fast though. See, the thing is, if you're really fast on this map, though, if you got the momentum, you could treat it like gully wash when you wipe at mid and just take it all the way. But you gotta be on the gas pedal. But Zach, just as we're saying that too, it looks like we're about to go live with big oi 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 making its way into the server. I'm excited, brother.
Oh yes, oh yes. Oi showing up. I messaged him earlier today. I said if he wins tonight's game, I'll stop telling him happy birthday every time I see him. Now don't tell him that's a big lie. Don't tell him that. Just he'll use that as his motivation. But we are going live first mid here. Just a little bit of spam getting traded right at the beginning. Scouts fighting over the top left side of the height from the blue perspective here. Nobody going for the bombs. They're both playing a little passive. Rix decides to go forward, contesting the height a little bit. Is going to be successful. Gets a lot of space. Shaq and No No Way trade out here. So, or I guess Shaq and Legos trade out here. Oi does go down. Shaw going to be able to find that pick. 2 players down for the side of Federal Hotdog Committee. Rix ends up taking themselves down, trying to escape. And unfortunately for the FHC, they're going to be losing mid, but they will keep Shellsor alive. They'll maintain their Uber. It's going to be even. They might have a hard time maintaining that hold, though, as a soldier comes in through window and gets the force. Now the push in from, I believe this is No No Way, trying to get the force. They are successful. The demo is chasing hard. The Uber has faded. No No Way is still in. Barely takes any damage, if any at all. There's a soldier on top of Bats getting a lot of good damage, but it's 1 HP. Gets pinched. Bids Hero finds Fruit Punch. Finnegan goes down. Yasad finds No No Way. Legos bombs in and finds Shellsword. A nice air pipe to seal the deal, but it's just a bit too late. Shellsor has already died. Yasad is still alive. So as long as they can maintain the death ball that I would hope that they would put around their med here, they're going to be able to walk out of this with probably 60-55 ad.
That was great. We started off the mid where it was looking a little bit weak for blue team, but we did see red team kind of take that momentum and send players in a different direction through different doorways so where they could ideally just catch people off guard. Really nice play from them, especially going ahead and solidifying the med pick and the ad again, because blue didn't take that advantage where they were trying to recuperate and get the mid. Red team's just going to be able to take their time and make their way slowly but surely into the play. We lose Shaw and Oi as well with big ad. We're looking at 50. honestly like 40 ed going into it, and we're still hitting the gas pedal. Looks like we're going straight from lower. Scout Demo Med looking to go ahead and make a statement, and that statement is up on the point.
Oh, they're milking so hard. They might not even have to use, but they end up doing it anyway. They lose Legos. Rix and Vid's hero are dead. That cap is literally 1 frame away from flipping, but 3 players down for the side of Diddle Doo. They're all dying, but it doesn't matter. They all get off of the point. And so Triple D is able to convert the round. 3 minutes. A very fast Snakewater round.
That last Eki was looking kind of crazy for the moment. It was almost it was almost scary. I did kill Fruit Punch in that moment there. That could have been a saved round, but hey, still 1 on the 4 for big old red team. It's all about how this next mid goes about it though, because it looks like we're just playing some passive spam from both teams. Oh, just we say that, a little initiation coming out from both soldiers. Ooh. As Rix is going to be the first one to go ahead and die up top, leaving the soldier gone for the side of blue. Red team still getting the aggro. But they lose their other player, Mr. No.
Shellswar is all on their own. Finally gets linked up with Oi. Manages to survive somehow. Barely walking away with without so much as a scratch. But wait a minute, the pinch coming in from Legos. Gets a lot of good damage, but it all gets healed up pretty much immediately. He is in lower, looking to pull some kind of flank. Gets in onto the players. Does land a nice rocket, but I mean that doesn't really matter. And so we already see a repeat of the previous round. They're walking up through lower, looking to get as much cap time as possible. They are milking this Uber like crazy.
Just as they do that too, you know, even Uber's just about, no one is having to trade. We are going to see a heavy from blue team, but player at an advantage for red. Just so we're saying that damage has been thrown back and forth. They're still keeping this heavy live. Pisati Do just on the point, keeping it alive. Red can no longer push. They cannot kill that heavy with the brass beast, and that's going to reset the push in its entirety. That was great. I love this. I love the damage I was seeing being outputted from red, but blue team, because they managed to keep that heavy alive and everyone at bay and everyone spread out, they just got to slow down, get their heals, and kind of play how they play and kind of keep their own tempo. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I did like the damage that was coming out from the red team here, but unfortunately, it just was not anything that was able to be converted. Or I guess I should say they struggled to convert any of it. And I think the power came from the Pootis with, you know, the tried and true ass beast on top of the point, you know, just sitting there. And I mean, really, they weren't even playing in the most optimal position, but they're just... They just weren't able to coordinate well enough. And as we see, there's a handsome man in top right. Finnegan is up on Spy. I think 8 a pipe, and so they know he's up on the Spy. But I wonder if they'll even be able to do anything with it, because he was spotted. So I don't think they're going to be able to try and like sneak him in at some point. They'll have to move him in off the chaos. And oh my goodness, Vid's hero, 1 billion damage, taking out Shaw and Legos.
Monumental damage coming out of Brother right there, but still managed to keep the dream, the Uber, the last alive. And it really doesn't even look like blue wants to take advantage of trying to take, they don't really want to take advantage of that space, which I understand. We still see Finn up on the Spy class, giving the team some information, but it looks like, you know, to make this work, we got to see some pressure come out from his team. Oh, and no one saw that he got flashed when they rocket jumped off the dispenser.
No
I think the
way.
NG saw. I think the NG saw, because he's shooting.
Yeah, I think the NG knows. I think he almost bumped Finn there. Finn goes for the decloak. Butter knifes Vids, misses. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful sniper shot onto Legos. The sentry takes down 2, and now it's 3 down for the side of Triple D. But in the chaos, Shellzor goes down. There's no Uber for the side of Federal Hotdog Committee, but they're able to push out. The rest of the combo for Red Team is trapped under inside of lower lobby. Oya's getting in for a punch's face, going to be able to find the pick, and now it's a pinch onto Master Chief and Yasad. Beautiful pipe onto Oy to find the kill. They prevent the cap 1-2. The sentry is still up, but I don't know if this is going to do a whole lot to prevent the horde that is about to flood into last. Hopefully FHC can get their spawners up in time, but I guess we'll have to wait and see as Legos bombs in, gets a lot of good space. There's a lot of good cap time coming out as well from the scout on the point. About pretty much like 80% of the way there. Rix gets a nice kill onto Finnegan, but they need some bodies on the point. They keep forgetting about it, and it almost gets flipped. 2 scouts alive, no heals for either team. Shaq could go down here, though, and he will. It's a 2v2. 1 scout very weak on the point. Oi going down. Vince is the last man standing, but isn't able to get the stickies down in time. Goes down, and Fruit Punch wins the round for his team.
Oh my gosh, we started off in that fight very chaotic. They wanted to take a dry fight, and you know, Blue was having some pretty decent positioning, but from them being spread out, taking these initial 1v1s, they kind of just traded each other back and forth to the point to where Red was just able to keep one guy afraid, not even afraid, away from everything, doesn't want to engage in 1v1, see what happens in the post, cleaned up nice. We actually did see a soldier though trying off this mid go. Oh, and it looks like it's a double commit. One is behind and one just immediately is in Rix. That's going to be the one where we do see Shaw behind. Oi going forward, gonna get eaten up, but oh my god, but Shaw is behind, but can't get anything because the team managed to absorb all that damage, and with such they managed to get that early call on the soldier. It looks like we knew about him, which at this point in time they're gonna make this momentum, they're gonna take this momentum and press forward, but it's not crazy ad. They're still relatively even, as we are seeing a big bomb from Master Chief trying to see if he can clean up 84 HP, but isn't gonna die for it. Oh, we see Fruit Punch in the sky. Does he get air pipe? Oh, he's not gonna get air pipe. And Bricks in straight
Arrowed.
Oh my gosh, and it's just an all-around fight.
Brutal.
That's oh my goodness.
No. This is just, oh man.
Thank you. What happened? Oh, no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that Hotdog Committee is in a really bad spot. Fruit Punch able to capitalize on Rix getting thrown up into the air. There's so much cap time. Bodies are on the point. It is 1 tick away from flipping in favor of Triple D for a 3rd round. Soldier bombing in. Finn gets some good damage. Manages to take down Vids Hero. It's 1 player standing. No ways. The last man up isn't able to get onto the point because of the stickies from Master Chief, and now it's 3-0. It's only 10 minutes have passed. Only 10 minutes, and we're already 3-0. I guess this is the other side of the coin for Snakewater, where it's either a turbo stomp or you stalemate on last for 7 years.
This is insanity of the highest degree. What is interesting to point out too is that every single time we've seen a refight come out with Blue, they've always lost at least 2, not even just 1. They've always lost 2 within each and every refight, but we are seeing a high commit from both soldiers. They didn't go at the same time, but that's going to be okay. Yasad's going to be the first, Yasad's going to be the second one to go ahead and die at this mid. No Yasad, no beam. All damage is permanent for the side of Red, but with that being said, even though the damage is permanent, they cannot solidify a mid win with the Yasad pick. They still just take these initial fights, and Red is going to do their best to solidify themselves on the point. They have some disad, but the DPM be looking high from some of these players. That I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the DPM stat is definitely going to be one to behold whenever we get the opportunity to check it out after this game. But I mean, going back to how FHC is handling these, actually, wait a minute, we might not have time to focus on that right now, as FHC is looking to push out a mid. They want to use this Uber ad. Well, I shouldn't say use it. They want to take the space with the threat of it, but they need to be careful, as Triple D is on their second. They are forced to Uber in to defeat the team. Yasad gets struggled up. Nice air shot to secure the kill, but that's a bomb from Legos, and that will not net a kill onto Shellzor. Shellzor is very weak, though. A lot of pistol damage coming out. Shellzor is left all on their lonesome. Just Vids Hero, and Shellzor has no HP. Barely able to escape through lower on 7 health.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
That was even TF2. That was basketball. Diplomat was setting up every screen imaginable with stickies. That was great. That was awesome. That was awesome. Keep your medic in play. Keep your team with Ad. It's okay that they have your point right now, because you have a decision that you can make with the Super. You can immediately try to catch people within it, or you can kind of just still play the last and see what you can kind of do with this. And it's dependent on if they want to do something or not. But from the way I'm seeing everything positioning, and we do see Oi on Engineer, I'm going to make the safe bet that they're not going to push out.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to push in. And as a matter of fact, it looks like Triple D is going to be sending in a scout. Wait a minute! Finnegan!
Oh.
Finnegan kills Shellzor.
Oh.
Did they die to a spam rocket? What just did they bomb? I don't remember. I didn't see.
The focus spam.
Shellzor is dead.
The focus spam was massive coming out. That was insane. Yeah, literally all projectile spam just managed to catch Shellzor at one moment, one spot where it went up in flames. And with that being said, we are actually going to see Red still with full ad, and their soldier's going to have a late spawn, but that's okay. He'll come in the post. Uber's out through right door. Gun is dead from Oi. Shaw is dead as well. And we're just taking this Uber to see if we can get picks and kills. Big old bomb coming in from Rich, just trying to get a better position, stay on height, and get some spam, some damage. Oh, but the soldier's on point, and Fruit Punch and Dolphin are going to be capping and leaving this into a 4-0. This is not looking good if you're a blue team fan, but all is not over. Still winnable. We just have to solidify some of these mids.
I mean, yeah, you do still have pretty much 17 minutes to turn around the game, but you're down 4 rounds. You have to get 5 in a row if you want to, do a reverse sweep. Which, I mean, we've seen crazier. I'm sure you and I, in our time of covering games, have probably seen much crazier comebacks, but. I don't know. FHC is struggling. They're not even showing up to mid. I look away for 2 seconds, and FHC has just decided the mid fight is not worth it. They're going to sit on 2 and build out this Uber. And because of that, they're actually at ad. So they're going to be able to get their Uber a bit faster. I don't really think it'll have that. Well, maybe it will have an impact as Vidzero is able to find Legos. They're going to use that Uber. They find Gasod. They fight Fruit Punch. Vidzero finds 3. Shaq and No No Way do die, though. Master Chief still alive somehow. Rix bombs in to secure the kill. And that is a 4-person, 4 men down. Jeez Louise. But wait a minute. What is shot? What? Where is Shellzor's team? Where are the scouts? The Shaw just gets in from Saw and manages to find the Shellzor.
Oh my.
I'm in disbelief.
That might be. Oh, and with the soldier on Strange Diplomat too, does he hit it? Saves his own life, doesn't crater by landing on the height. Rix is gonna die. No soldiers at the mid though. At this point in time, we could see Blue go ahead and do something massive. No Fruit Punch either. Player ad for the side of Blue, and it looks like even still with the player just said they do want to fight. They know Shell is not here as of yet. All damage is permanent until that beam comes in. Strange Diplomat gets caught in. Shaw just on the offensive and still being on the offensive. Gets killed by other Shaw. There's 2 Shaw. There's Shaw with a W, Shaw with no W. And we're still seeing ad for the side of Yasa and Co. And they're going to go ahead and try to push this in slowly to second. No Demo Man, which means no doors are going to get bullied except by a soldier, which the fight happens in Saw. It's chaotic. We lose Rix and we lose Doe as well. Not what you want to see, especially if you're trying to hold this down. Still working with Ad. Shell's going to catch a rocket. And another one from Legos. And the damage is looking monumental coming out of Team Red. Full ad, and only Shaw was the only one alive trying to stop second. Oh, and he can't solidify the kill, and it's not looking too good. FP, it's not looking good at all.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way FHC can recover from this one. No spawners, No Way's the only one standing, and they're on Pyro. And yeah, this is rough. This is unfortunate, but the plus side is that Federal Hotdog Committee is not out of the tournament yet. They have an opportunity. They've been sent to the lower bracket where they'll be facing other losers of their first round. And